Good morning. Welcome to your practice this morning. Welcome to your mat this morning. Something that has been on my mind lately is about life and the inconsistencies that are in life. It seems like just when things start going really well, or my routine is going really well, my body dashboard items are getting checked off, something happens and it throws me off kilter a little bit. And that could be just something as simple as having an appointment in the middle of the day that I don't usually have, or the weather is a certain way, usually cloudy and dreary, or on kind of the more frustrating times, it's when I wake up and, for some unknown reason, unknown to me, I feel off or tired or something, and that day feels like a struggle from right when I've opened my eyes. And what came to mind for me as I was considering that was a teacher that I had. She was actually the teacher of almost all of my teachers in Anchorage, Alaska. Her name was Lynn Minton. And she taught this really powerful practice one day. The two phrases she used were present moment, wonderful moment. And those words have been kind of swimming around in my head this week, along with consistency. And even when life is kind of throwing some curveballs, I can find consistency in my mat, just like all of you. So we're going to focus. It's kind of going to be our focus today. And so let's get settled in as usual by starting to really draw in and tune inward. So gently closing the eyes, placing the hands anywhere that's comfortable. Sometimes that's with the palms down for grounding. Other times, palms up if you feel like you would like to cultivate some more energy. Just a simple noticing of your breath and allowing the breath to draw your awareness inward, maybe for the first time this morning. And with each inhalation and exhalation, you can notice the breath getting longer and softer. Allow yourself to tune into your seat, where your legs and your feet and your ankles are pressing into the earth. The hands and where they make contact with the body. Using those points of contact to bring you into the present moment. Inhaling, present moment. Exhaling, wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. And take a few more longer, softer breaths, recognizing that feelings that we wish to cultivate can happen on the mat. So if you are not feeling so much in the present moment, or so much that it's a wonderful moment, it can be an aspiration. One more long inhale. One more long exhale. Gently opening the eyes, but keeping the gaze nice and soft. Extend the arms out in front of you. Interlace the fingers, turning the palms forward. Pinkies extended toward the sky, thumbs extended toward the earth. Shoulders down away from the ears. Belly draws in a bit. Few breaths here. See if you can feel into the space between the shoulder blades. Using the breath to expand that area. And then a slight bend in the elbows as we come with the arms up. Overhead, pressing up to the sky. Belly is still drawn in a bit. Gaze can go up toward the sky. Long inhale. Long exhale. And as we begin to release the hands, we'll come to twisting to the left. One hand can go behind you. The other, wherever feels most comfortable. Stay broad across the collarbones. And the gaze can go over the left shoulder. We're still cultivating a long, slow breath. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Breathing in and being aware of sensations in the body. On your next inhalation, arms come up. We're back to center. As the exhale begins, twisting to the right, broad across the collarbones. Right shoulder, perhaps, right gaze goes over right shoulder. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhale, present moment. Exhale, wonderful moment. And we'll inhale the arms back to center. We'll start to make this movement more fluid. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling center. Exhaling right. And just continue right here. Going at your own breath pace. Just starting to create a little bit of energy. As we continue to draw the awareness in. Next time we're through center, pause with the fingers extended, let the gaze go up toward the sky. Inhale, present moment. Exhale, wonderful moment. Let the arms come down with the palms facing up so they're about at shoulder height. Gently curl the fingers in and then bring them to the shoulders. I'm going to start with some, elbow circles. I'm going to start to make some small circles here with the elbows. And they can gradually start to get bigger till the elbows start coming out to the side. And you can try to bring the elbows towards center. Don't worry if they don't make it there. We're just creating as big of a range of motion as we can. And so perhaps the elbows might start to go behind the body a little bit. And then coming forward. Might want to really take your awareness to the shoulders. How are they feeling? How is this movement feeling? Next time the shoulders come back, pause there, and then go in the second direction. We're still staying with a longer, softer breath. And with these movements, present moment. Wonderful moments. A few more times like this. And then you can release. We're just going to pause right here. You might notice a flow of energy in the upper part of the body and a groundedness in the lower part of the body. So just stay with that for a moment with your breath. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Okay, we're going to move to hands and knees. Also leave some space on either side of you so that you'll be able to take your leg out to the side. Meet in hands and knees, padding under the knees if you like. As you look at your hands, check to make sure that your first finger is pointing forward to the edge of the mat and the thumb is out, so it's making kind of an L shape, and you really want to press into all of the pads of the fingers and that L shape part so that you can ease the wrist a little bit so all of your weight or pressure isn't into the wrist. As you exhale, let the belly lower. Gaze comes up. Inhale, rounding the spine and the back. Present moment. Wonderful moments. Moving through this several times at your own breath cycle. Next time you come through center, pause. Walk the right hand out so it is further than the left. We'll continue with that cat-cow. Exhaling, belly drops. Inhale, round the spine. Just creating some asymmetry here. You can think of this as kind of those things that might sometimes throw you off. A change in the way we're used to doing things. Finding our breath, present moment, wonderful moment. Next time you come through the center, pause. Bring the right hand back, take the left out, and we'll continue. Exhaling to drop the belly. Inhaling, belly comes up. Present moment. Wonderful moment. A couple of more times. And bring your right hand this time out to meet the left. And you can take the toes together and make the knees wide to make room for your belly. We're going to come back into child's pose. But make the arms let them stay strong. Your head might reach the floor, but mine does not. So I'm just going to keep my gaze to the earth. Try to think of lengthening from the crown of the head through the tailbone. You can close the eyes if you'd like. Present moments. Wonderful moments. And gently come back. Bring the hands back to so that they're under the shoulders. Take the right foot out to the right. Press into the pinky side. of the foot, making the right leg nice and strong. Press into the left hand. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, right arm floats down and underneath the left, any amount. I'm going to do this several times. Stay with your breath. There is no hurry here. Remember, we're looking for just consistency with the breath and movement and a nice balance between our effort and finding ease. Next time, the hands come up. Reach those fingers to the sky. You can gaze up toward the sky. Nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. And release the hand. Bring the leg in. Second side, left foot out to the left. Pressing into the pinky side of the feet. Inhale up. Exhale down. Several times. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Next time that hand comes up to the sky, pause. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hand down. Bring the leg in. Let's find a block. Placing one on either side of the mat. And take your right leg forward. So we're in a low lunge. You're going to really send the hips forward. Don't worry if your knee goes over your ankle. We have a lot of support here. Gaze can come up. Some nice slow breaths. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. On your next exhalation, start to send the hips back. You can take the blocks back if that helps. Toes might come up. Going just as far as you can. Breathe. Might feel this in the back of the right leg. Again, coming forward, using the blocks for support. Slow, easy breathing. Nice job, guys. One more time, coming back. You can bring the blocks back if that's helpful. A couple of long, slow breaths. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Come forward a bit. Use the blocks for support as we change legs. Find stability in this pose. Come forward. Notice if there's any differences between sides. Long, slow, even breathing. And let the hips come back. Leg straightens any amount. The toes can come up if that's comfortable. Or they can stay down if that's comfortable. Meeting yourself where you are. Once more, coming forward. Slow and steady breathing. Present moments. Wonderful moments. Sending the hips back once more. Slow and steady in the breath. Next time we come forward, use the block, bring the left leg back. We'll place the blocks down on the flat, bigger side. Turn the toes under. And when you're ready, make the hands nice and strong, pressing up into downward facing dog. And we can rock the hips side to side a bit. Maybe bend the knees one at a time. And then pause in the center. Some stability right here. Present moment. Wonderful moment. And then gently start to walk the hands back. You find yourself in a forward fold, or Uttanasana, we call this. Really press the feet into the earth. You can clasp the elbows with the opposite hand. Just allow your neck, shoulders, head to really relax here as the legs stay nice and strong and active. And then we'll gently start to roll up. Inhaling, arms up, hands to heart center. Let's pause right here. If you find in your day that you have time for about a 20-minute practice, this is a good place to pause this video. Now we will continue. So find your blocks, place them at the top of your mat. Coming to mountain pose. Rolling the shoulders. Engage the core, the abdominals. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, a slight bend in the knees as you come down. Uttanasana, forward fold. You can use the blocks here for support. You can be on the high height, or maybe one notch down. You might not even need blocks at all. Meet yourself where you are today, tuning into your own needs. Pressing the feet strongly into the earth, engaging the belly. Come up nice and easy. You can clasp the hands together. Point your fingers pointing to the sky. Let's hinge over to the left. But we're going to keep the low body nice and steady. So like they're in Tadasana. So this is just a stretch for the right side. Long, slow breaths. You might like to take the gaze up toward the right if that feels comfortable. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Back to center. Again, everything stays nice and stable. We're kind of lifting from right on top of the hip as we go to the second side. Gaze can go up. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Let's come back to center. Release the hands. We're going to come back into Uttanasana, forward fold. Meet yourself where you are. Keep the legs nice and strong, pressing into the earth. A few long, steady breaths. Pressing into the feet. Engaging the core, coming up. Inhaling, arms up. Interlacing the fingers once more over to the left. This time we're going to let the right hip go out to the right. A few long, slow breaths here. Back to center. Over to the right, left hip comes out. A few long, slow breaths here. Coming back through center, bringing the hands to heart center. Let's pause. Take several long inhalations. Long exhalations. Once more, being aware of your inner landscape. See if this feeling is familiar to you. Once more, looking for consistency in our body and mind that our yoga practice can bring to us. Releasing the hands. We're going to take a wide stance. So you might need to shift where you are on your mat. So coming in, so the legs are wide enough that you feel nice and steady. You're going to take your left toes and turn those so they're to the short side of the mat. Just take a peek back at your right foot and see if you can turn the heels in a little, not the heels, rather the toes in a little bit. Keep this back leg nice and strong. And we're just going to bend into the left knee a couple of times and just see if you're in a good space. If you're not, make some more room. And then stop as the knee gets over the ankle. You're really pressing down into both legs, nice and strong. The hips are going to be on an angle, and you're going to lift. Right? You think of lifting from the top of the hips and then turn the upper part of your body so it's facing the long side of your mat. Let the arms float up. Gaze over the left fingers. Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. There's a lot of effort happening in the legs. Also the arms being held out and open. See if you can find some ease in your breath. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Take the right hand behind the low back. The top of the hand can be on the low back. Turn the left palm up, bringing the hand up and over so the palm is really facing the back of you toward the earth. The gaze comes up. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Noticing the strength in the legs. Looking to the breath for ease. And we'll bring the arms back into Virabhadrasana 2. Long inhale. Long exhale. Arms can come down. We're going to straighten both legs. Hinging from that hip crease. I'm going to come forward into Urdhva Finding the blocks. You can put them on the highest height to start. Sometimes you might find that you have a little bit more room and you can take the feet a little further, or you might need to take them closer together. So listening to where your body is at the moment. And if there is space available, you can maybe come down to the forearms on the blocks. Releasing the head and neck. Hips are moving back away from the crown of the head. And just notice where this might create some space or broadness in the low back. A little bit more long, slow breaths here. And place the hands again on the highest height of the blocks. Once more, extending tailbone from crown of head. Belly is engaged to support the low back. Really press strongly into the legs as we come back up to standing. This time, right toes out to the short side of the mat. Take a peek back at the left. Bring the heel back a little bit, toes a little bit forward. It's not a big movement, it's just a little one. Strong in the legs. A couple of times, we're just going to let the thigh of the right leg start to move down to the earth. Next time we come down, we're going to stay there, really pressing into the feet. Inhaling arms, remember that chest can turn, but the hips are going to basically stay where they are. Looking over the fingers, finding that slow, easy breath. Present moment, wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. The left hand's going to come behind you, the top of the hand behind the low back. Turn the right palm up. Let that start to come up. Going over, gaze goes up. A couple of long, slow breaths here. Present moment, wonderful moment. We'll bring the arms back into warrior two. Slow and steady. Take a little check-in with the shoulders. Let them release from the ears if they're close to them. Straighten both legs. Toes turn forward. One last time. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. Finding the blocks. Adjusting the feet as necessary. Allowing yourself to come down any amount. Space between the tailbone and crown of head. Strength in the legs. Tune into your awareness as this pose allows for the awareness to move inward. Remember, consistency in our practice on the mat can help create our consistency with the ways in which we care for ourselves. Hands to the blocks and start to heel toe the feet together until you are back to feet being in mountain pose in this L shape. Put a slight bend in the knees. Draw the belly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Let's do this a few times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Next time the arms come up, the palms come together. Present moment. Down to the heart center. Wonderful moment. Breathe. Let's release the hands. And we'll come back down to seated. So you can, I think for this one, it would be better to use a blanket to sit on, not the bolster if you have one. That might make it too high for what we're going to do. So come to sitting. And we'll extend both legs. Just kind of go ahead and wiggle the legs out. Make sure you feel supported. You can lean to each side, kind of scoop the flesh of the buttocks out of the way. Sometimes that allows to feel a little bit more stable in your seat. So keep the left leg nice and active, heels pressing into the earth, toes pointing toward the sky. You can grab your right behind the right knee. Bring this leg up. Okay, so for this pose, this is Marichiasana, and we're going to turn toward our right leg. However, before we do that, I just want you to check in and see if your belly feels like it might be getting in the way or too compressed in the twist. And if that's the case, you can just lift the skin of the belly. For this one, I like to move it toward the inside. Gives me some more space. Right? And then I'm going to inhale, left arm up, exhale, bring it over. And then if you have a block, that is sometimes helpful if your arms are a little bit shorter. Nice and tall. We're not leaning forward or back. The gaze can go over that right shoulder. Keep the left leg active. Take a couple of long, slow breaths. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Just breathing into this twist and allowing some time and space and room for any places of tightness to release a little bit. And it can just be the tiniest amount. A couple of more inhalations and exhalations on this side. And next time you exhale, come back to center. You can go ahead and extend the right leg and again, shake the legs out a little bit. If you used a block on this side, go ahead and bring it over to the second side. And this time it's the right leg that stays extended, pressing the heel in. Bring the left knee up. And again, I can feel right away, I need to scoop the belly out of the way. Give myself some more space. I'm going to inhale the right arm. Exhale, twist. Reach behind me. Nice and tall in the spine. Again, we're avoiding leaning back or forward, staying really centered. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Slow, steady. Just allow your body to unwind in any way that it feels. And then the next exhalation that you come to, you can release. This time we'll bring the right leg up, take the feet together, find both of your blocks, and just rest here momentarily in Baddha Konasana legs. You might like to have some hip circles here. Just see how that feels. If you prefer to sit still, please do. Nice and easy. And then if you're circling, make sure you go in the second direction. And back through center. And we'll pause here. Nice and tall in the spine, broad across the collarbones. Shoulders are down away from the ears. A couple of long, slow breaths. Present moment. Wonderful moment. And then on your next breath cycle or two, we'll take the hands to the outside of the knees, gently start to bring the legs in, extend them. And one more time, this time you can take them a little bit wider if you'd like. Oh, let them rock side to side a bit. We are going to move to back lying and then right into Shavasana. So let's make sure before you get on your back that you have everything you'd like for Shavasana. I really enjoy putting a bolster under my knees, so I'll have that nearby, a blanket for sure for under the head, and anything else that you would like, an eye pillow. If you get chilly, make sure you get a blanket. There is no relaxation when we are not comfortable. So find all of the things that you have that can create comfort for you in Shavasana. And we'll set up with the blanket at the top of the mat. You come to lying on your back. Keep the knees bent. We're just going to pause here. Taking a couple of long, slow breaths as we feel the body and encourage the body to let go into the support of the earth. For so many of us, we are the support for everyone in our lives. And so there is some sense of relief to know that no matter what, the earth is here to support us in this moment. We can release fully into the support. Take a breath or two to get a sense of that. And then we'll gently bring the knees into the chest. You can grab behind the pits of the knees and gently rock side to side or circles if that feels good. And then coming back, just hold steady at center. You can take the arms out to the side, palms facing up, and let both knees go over to the left as the gaze goes to the right. Once more, allowing the body to release fully into the earth. If your right leg needs some support, you can grab a blanket or a bolster or a block or anything you have nearby and place it between the legs so that the right leg has something to rest on if it is not resting on the left. Some long, slow breaths. Present moments. wonderful moment. On the next inhalation, we want to draw the belly button toward the chest, toward the spine. Legs come together to center. Gaze comes to center. And then legs over to the right. Gaze over to the left. Long, slow breaths. Releasing into the support of the earth. Inhaling present moment. Exhaling wonderful moments. A couple of more breath cycles on this side. Next inhalation. Engage the core, bring the knees up, gaze to center, legs can come down. We could just take a minute or so for any movement that you'd like to have before Shavasana. You might like to take the knees side to side, roll up and head side to side, fingers, whatever feels good. And then we can find our way to Shavasana together. Having some support under the knees if you'd like. Covering up with a blanket, grabbing your eye pillow, whatever supports you can find. So in these last minutes together, we can rest feeling fully supported. As you get settled, take a couple of longer, slower breaths and see if you need to make any adjustments or if any places need to release into the earth. And invite them to do so. And then as you feel settled, you can just allow for the breath to return to its natural pace, whatever that is. And we'll invite our body to release, starting with the forehead, that little space between the eyebrows. Just imagining that area being soft and heavy and relaxed. All the little muscles around the eyes are smooth, release. The eyelids become heavy. Release the upper and lower jaw, one from the other. Even allowing the tongue to be at rest inside the mouth. And let the sensation, just heavy, relaxed, soft feeling, moving down the throat and the sides of the neck. You can allow that to settle in that little space right between the collarbones. And just notice the rise and fall there. with each cycle of breath. And on your next exhalation, that heavy, soft, relaxed feeling can move down the collarbones, all the way to the shoulders, down the arms, through the palms of the hands, all the way through the tips of the fingers. So the arms are soft, heavy, they're releasing into the earth beneath. Sensing the rise and fall of the belly with each cycle of breath. You can imagine that every time the belly moves into the body, it moves a little further, a little deeper. So there is a gentle softness that can move through the belly down to the hips. Just allowing the hips to release a little bit more into the earth. They too find a relaxed, heavy softness. So you invite that to move down the thighs, over the knees, down the shins and the calves, through the heels and the soles of the feet, all the way through the tips of the toes. Kind of rest, knowing that the earth is there to support you. It always is, and it has been. Present moment, wonderful moment. And we'll spend the next few moments in silence together. Over the next several breath cycles, bring some movement to your body, perhaps in the fingers, the wrists, toes, and the ankles, creating a awakening and feeling that support of the earth. And then when you're ready, you'll roll to one side and just pause there for a long, slow breath. Once more, present moment, a wonderful moment. And we will meet together in a comfortable seat. We'll bring the palms together at heart center. May I greet my body with gentleness. May I soften when life invites me to harden. May I listen to my intuition with wisdom and trust it with ease. May I appreciate my body a little more in this moment, just as it is. You're releasing my hands when you're ready. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And please enjoy the rest of your day, letting this practice inform how you go about your day. Namaste.